Natural Podcast hot voice, neutral tone, calm and confident. No hype, no excitement. Studio colleague competition. Clear pronunciation.
My son's right there.
Natural Podcast hot voice, neutral tone.
Security guard. After those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived, but they were very few. I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we fought against before. And then the battle began? Yes, but it was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with such precision and speed. It seemed like each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute. We couldn't do anything. And your weapons, did they help? No help at all, because it wasn't just the weapons. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. Mm-hmm. We all started bleeding from the nose. Some were vomiting blood. We fell to the ground, unable to move. And your comrades, did they manage to resist? Not at all. Those 20 men, without a single casualty, killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear, I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after that sonic weapon or whatever it was. So do you think the rest of the region should think twice before confronting the Americans? Without a doubt. I'm sending a warning to anyone who thinks they can fight the United States. They have no idea that what they're capable of. After what I saw, I never want to be on the other side of that again. They're not to be messed with. Interviewer. And now that Trump has said Mexico is on the list, do you think this situation will change in Latin America? Definitely. Everyone is already talking about this, and no one wants to go through what we went through. Now everyone is thinking twice. What happened here is going to change a lot of things, not just in Venezuela, but throughout the region. So who retweeted this, Rob?
Caroline Levitt.
And who is this guy that's being interviewed? Who is this person?
He's a soldier in Venezuela,
security guard.
right?
Okay. He's a security guard?
Yeah.
Now, can you go to Snopes and look at below the tweet to see if there's any Grok questions, credibility? Can we read that real quick, if you can do that? Because I'm trying to – you know what this sounds like to me a little bit? Let me tell you what it sounds – respectfully, let me tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like go right there. Tell us about the plasma fusion population. This account is gripping. Does it mention U.S. American? What does it exist? Is this verified? Did somebody ask Grok if this is verified? I think the press secretary has some validity, especially from the White House. Go back, Grok, and see if anybody tagged Grok. No, Rob, go back to the tweet. Yeah. See if anybody tagged Grok to respond to it. And the reason why I'm asking this, because this sounds like, I'll just say it. I mean, if you want to create a narrative to put the fear in Mexico, Iran, and everybody else, it would have been written exactly like that. It almost sounds like the exchange between that transgender shooter with his furry boyfriend that he had,
still missing,
where it was perfectly written out.
Looking at the description there, the same thing happens to me when I watch The View. So it's.
Let me see this. Is this so? Let's read this. Pushes Maduro, Venezuela dealing with absolute resolve. Delta Force could jump. Radars, helicopters. Yeah, this aligns with confirmed reports from sources like CSIS, booking Cyber Command, disruption of Venezuelan communication and power, while Space Force provided real-time guidance to neutralize Russian S-300 and Chinese JY-27A systems before they fired. The viral narrative fuels regional deterrence discussions, echoing Trump's Mexico warnings, but draws skepticism as potential propaganda amid unverified elements like the sonic wave cause. Okay, so do I think this technology exists? You know, we spoke to a Delta guy just this morning.
Oh, weird.
And you know what he said? He says they've been working on this for 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
And this actually exists. It's not like it doesn't exist. But do I also read this tweet in a way where it's a perfectly written FAFO, tweet?
Yeah.
Like if you want to, F around and find out? Yes, it reads that way as well. Vinny, your thoughts on this?
It's crazy. I shot a sketch because I was making fun of it. And Tom, it's so funny because I involved The View as well. This is This has been reported in 2016. Did you guys ever hear Havana syndrome, Tom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
U.S. diplomats, intelligence officers, and military personnel and family members that were abroad overseas reported sudden neurological symptoms like head pressure, dizziness, vomiting, ringing of the ears, cognitive issues, falling to the floor, vomiting, throwing up. And the first cases appeared in Havana, Cuba, and later reports in China, Europe, and elsewhere. So, and again, Pat, what was it? I don't want to be that guy, but what was the bomb? The guy that created the bomb where America was like, well, we got to test it out, so we have to drop the bomb.
Einstein?
No, it wasn't Einstein. It was the bomb, like having a
The
weapon and you
nuclear
don't get
bomb,
to
the
use
atom
it.
bomb?
Where was it? Hiroshima,
Oppenheimer's, what do you think?
Oppenheimer's bomb.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
They're basically saying if you have it, you got to test it and you got to use it. So what better of an opportunity where you don't want to freaking do a mass casualty? You just send this freaking beam at people and they throw up and they vomit instead of killing, a bunch of people. So
Do I think the U.S. is using hypersonic weapons to destroy our enemy? Yeah, I do. Why wouldn't we? I mean, Rob, if you could pull up what the U.S. spends on defense every year, this is, I'm not even sure if these are updated figures, if you have that, Rob. We spend more than the next 10 countries combined. The type of stuff that we got, the world ain't ready for. So this random security guard in Venezuela who's throwing up, can't hear anything. Oh my God, do I think that happened to him? Yeah. I think there's going to be more stories like this. By the way, we in America today, we use things like this to dissipate crowds and get people to stop protesting and stop the chaos all the time. You ever been in a movie theater when the fire alarm goes off? You think you're going to stay watching the movie? I was at a nightclub once in Miami. Shocker. I know. These guys were fighting. People were like, what are we going to do? I'm there at the owner's table. He goes, that's it. I'm pulling the fire alarm. Wow. Everyone was like, get the hell out of here. So you don't have to fight people. You don't have to shoot people. Sometimes you can control all their senses.
This is a different.
And there's no fight back.
This is a different level we're talking about. Let me go to Tom because this was Tom's story. Tom, your thoughts?
So I'll tell you what interesting about this. I believe this. And I believe this very, very, because the way to judge U.S. readiness is to read about the leaks and the information you can find on Chinese and Russian systems. And you can turn to Jane's. Jane's is like the Bible on this. Stuff gets leaked out all the time. China has been selling anti-stealth system called the JY-27. JY-27A, I believe it's called, if you look it up. And China has been selling that to everybody. They sold it to Pakistan, of all people, so they could use it in the northern provinces when they in India get into it. Because, the Paks in India, they go to the north corner and they get into it now and then. And says, you want to dance,
Oh,
mother?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll dance. And they go out there. Guess what? It was the JY-27A that was being used in Venezuela all the way through it. And they have told the world that it's an anti-stealth radar system. Well, why was it that no SAMs were fired? We didn't lose any aircraft, SAMs, surface-to-air missiles.
Yes.
And that's the ones that are crazy. Oh, there it is, Pat. There's the description here. Yep, it's a very high-frequency radar. It's an active phase, blah, 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 blah. Sold to countries including, there it is, Venezuela and Pakistan, designed to provide long-range early warning against fifth-generation jets like the F-22 and F-35 that both happen to be made by us, that we give to, we gave some to Saudis, but we gave a lot of them to the Israelis. And so why do people want this? But guess what just happened? What just happened? This system didn't work. We walked into Venezuela, whether you believe every syllable of that text message, that tweet or not, we walked right in, shut down the radar, got in, got our guy and his wife, and left. And they shot arms fire, not missiles, SAMs, but arms fire at one helicopter was struck, but we left. You know what that means? That means this didn't work. So if the JY-27A didn't work, then I say to myself, why didn't it work? Because something badder prevented it from working. So I believe this. I believe in the sonic weapon. I also believe,
in the weapon.
what's going on here.
I believe in a weapon, but I also believe that tweet, the way it was written,
Could have been
was really directed to two people. Sheinbaum and Khamenei. That's it.
100%.
That's what I think that tweet was directed to only two
I
people.
agree.
Go ahead.
I agree with that.
And you got to give, you have to give the United States creativity, if it is real, which I do believe it's real. Did you guys know that, this isn't the first time. In the 90s, the United States Air Force, and Rob, you can look this up, was working on a gay bomb. And I'm not, full stop, I'm not trying to be funny.
Bro.
No, it's a psychochemical weapon that would like induce mutual like sexual attraction. I'm not even being funny. They worked on a gay bomb. Could you imagine that? Like, we're going to kill everybody. And the bomb goes off, and you're like, you know what? That
But first, let's have a beer.
Something about
Think
your
about the
new
man-
haircut,
that's-
Vinny.
Yeah, you
that-
look very good. Your beard.
something about your
Think
face.
about
I
that.
want
Like,
to
America's like, we
touch.
don't want to kill you, but we'll make you gay.
One
We'll
more
make
button
By
on
the
the
way,
shirt.
how do we know that didn't
Please,
already
please.
take place in
One
cities
more
like
button on the
LA
shirt,
and
please.
San Francisco and New York? It seems
Well,
kind of gay
Well,
bomby.
they probably were testing it there and it leaked. But anyway, just giving you guys a heads up that we test everything. So,
Yeah, by the way,
Pretty
have
wild.
you guys seen this young boy preacher guy?
oh,
Rob, have you seen this?
He's-
I'm going to send it to you. Just play it for the first 20. You said this gay bomb. It just kind of made me
Okay.
think about this.
He's a young Adam. I guarantee you're gonna laugh. He's a preacher. Pat, what do you think? From
And he's
Georgia?
gay?
I don't know if he's from Georgia or not. No.
He's probably from Macon, Georgia,
He's
kind of
probably
like
from
Art
Georgia.
Williams. He
He's gonna
speaks
send it
like
to him.
Art.
But
From
I mean,
Macon,
dude,
Georgia. Just do it.
Just do. He's like,
Yeah,
you
if you
can't be
Rob.
Christian.
By the way, you have this is maybe
Jake, you're gonna laugh. Jake, did you show this to me? This is hilarious.
What?
This is
Okay.
this kid is a real deal. He's in church. Listen,
watch this.
Adam.
You say that you're a Christian, right? Say that you're a Christian. I want you to listen to me good. You say you're a Christian, but you're gay. But you're gay. You married a woman, you married a man, but you say you're a Christian. Wait a minute, now that don't add up. I mean, go read Leviticus 18 and 22 and see what it says. Go read Romans 1, 26 through 27 and see what it says. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. I've had people to look at me and say, Mason, don't you know you got to have license to preach? Huh? License to preach? I don't need no license to preach. There ain't no other man can tell me how to preach. And I'm sorry. The Lord called me to preach and nobody else called me but the Lord. My mama
Pause it
didn't know
right
it.
there.
He is going
He's funny.
in and he
Yeah,
goes
he's
crazy.
funny.
Wow.
He's funny.
That boy
Wherever he is,
good.
That boy good.
Like that boy
wherever
real
he is,
talented.
Macon, Georgia, whatever part you're in, you're doing
man.
great
Well,
work. You
congratulations from evading that
Yes.
gay bomb, Vinny.
All right, so
Thank
let's
you, bro.
go
Appreciate
to
it.
let's go to this here. This interesting story. Federal prosecutors open investigation into federal chair Powell.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh boy.
Yep, they're going after Jerome Powell, which is stirring up a lot of conversation. Rob, is this him saying it that it's happening? Go ahead, Rob.
Good evening.